Hello everyone, Silent here and welcome back to another Bedrock Edition update video. A new 1.17 beta for the Caves and Cliffs update on Bedrock Edition has just released. 1.17058 is now here, and with this update we have a few small bug fixes, changes, and tweaks. Overall, not a ton of stuff, so we're just gonna blaze through everything in this beta real quickly. We have a new mysterious tab in the settings menu, so if we go down here and scroll down to the general, you can see that there's a new creator tab with the command block icon, and on here there isn't really much at all, and we don't really have any public information regarding what this is going to be used for. You can see that we can turn on and off the content log file and the content log GUI. If we click on this, there isn't really anything here either. I imagine this is going to be used for add-on creation, marketplace partners, debugging, some things like that, and in general just like that kind of Minecrafty stuff. I don't imagine it'll have very much impact on vanilla survival gameplay, but as of now, we don't really have any information, so all we can do is speculate. Well, on the topic of that creator tab, actually, I just kind of discovered what it's used for. So right now I have the content log file turned on, and if we go ahead and just hover over this pointed dripstone, you can see that it says UI error, unknown properties found in def, creative item name, text from namespace HUD, unknown property texture. What a mouthful. I feel like this is definitely going to be used for debugging different additions to the game, such as from betas, the, different add-ons that you might find, and just overall helping bug fix the game in general. So if we go ahead and open up these settings again, go back to creator, we can open the content log history, and as you can see, this is now full of those UI errors. Very interesting stuff. I feel like this is going to be incredibly helpful, actually, because it tells you the issues straight up right in game, which is going to be incredibly helpful for the developers, for anyone making add-ons, and other stuff like that. Really cool stuff, actually. Little note here, it appears to pop up whenever you select, like, literally any item. I've been going around pick blocking things, and it pops up no matter what item I'm selecting, so it's a bit buggy, possibly. Or maybe all of these items are broken. Who knows? This is Bedrock Edition, after all. We have a small update to the pointed dripstones. These things will now get popped off and destroyed anytime the block they are placed on is broken by a block update, which means that you won't see any more floating dripstones hanging around in your world. A bug with minecarts has been fixed. In the current update, if you have certain texture packs enabled, whenever you're looking about horizontal with the horizon, the actual minecart itself can render up in front of your eyes, which is really annoying, and that bug has now been fixed in this beta. Glow item frames that have maps in them have been updated, so in previous betas, a glow item frame map could cause other items around it to glow, and that will no longer happen. I'm not sure if it means other items in normal item frames would start glowing, or if it just means items placed on the ground would start glowing. It's a little bit vague, but regardless, items around these things should no longer glow. Now, speaking of maps, we have a pretty big change to how these things function when you zoom them out. So previously, the map would be based on where the player opened them. So if we put a map into here and then zoom it out using a piece of paper, the center of that map would be based on where the player opened it. This is a little bit hard to visualize, and I'm pretty sure I'm understanding this correctly, but hopefully this helps you. Imagine that this diamond square right here is the very edges of your maps, and everything on the inside of this is what your map actually shows. So previously, when you expanded a map, it would be centered on wherever the player opened it, when in reality, the center of the map should be like up over here, for example. The base effect of this is that it's going to be easier to build larger map walls. It's going to be a little bit more consistent, and there's going to be a little bit more logic to it. However, the downside to this is that if you want to make a map centered on like a build and have your build be in the very center of that map, that is no longer really going to be possible from this change, from my understanding. The actual bug report itself is very sparse on details, and there isn't much going for it in the change logs either, so I might be having some of this incorrectly, but that is what I've gathered from my looking at the reports and stuff. We got some small changes to the glow item frame as well. Whenever you would pick block these in creative, it would give you the normal item frame, but now if you do that in creative or survival, it actually gives you and or selects the correct thing, and of course now you can actually break these, and it will also drop the glow item frame as well. Previously, breaking these would drop the regular item frame. There's been a small update to the furnace, the blast furnace, and smoker as well. Previously, these things would stay lit up even when they were not smelting anything, but as you can see, now they are all out of fuel, and they are no longer lit up either. A fuel bug has also been fixed as well. So previously, a piece of coal would only smelt 7 items instead of 8, and I just tested that with all of the furnaces, and one piece of coal smelted exactly 8 items, so that bug has also been fixed in this beta too. We got a bug fix for the baby axolotls, and whenever you feed these guys a bucket of tropical fish, they will no longer eat the entire bucket. As you can see, we actually have an empty bucket left over, and this will of course stack with the regular buckets that you would normally have, which was another bug from the previous betas. However, this is a little bit unfortunate. These guys are going to be getting a severe lack of iron now, so we might actually see an iron deficiency in the axolotl population. Very sad. Another very important bug change is that naturally forming bubble columns will now actually generate properly, which is very good. I basically lost an entire UHC because of that bug. I went into an underwater city and tried to get some loot, and I was swimming in the bubble column, and then I drowned and lost like 7 hearts. And you know what? Explaining it doesn't really do it justice. Can I show the clip? I can't show the clip. Okay, great. I can show the clip. Enjoy the clip of the UHC. It was pretty terrible, but it's also really fun.
Is there any bubbles in there? I don't think so.
There is, yeah.
Yeah?
There is 4 golden nuggets and protection. Oh, protection 1. Okay, I'll take that.
Can you grab the magma block? Have you got a pickaxe?
Oh,
there's a drowned.
The bubbles, they didn't activate. No! Oh my god, that's so stupid. No, the bubbles!
Dude,
I'm
come
down
here,
to
because
4 hearts! I'm down to 4 hearts! Just go! Oh my god.
I'm going to the ship!
Why weren't there bubbles from that? Oh no. So as you can see, absolutely humiliating, but also kind of ironic that I would lose Bedrock UHC because of Bug Rock. I mean, what are the chances, right? Also, yeah, world's broke. Is beta. This won't happen in 1.17. I hope? And that's about it for today's Bedrock Edition beta. Of course, the 1.17 update is getting very, very, very close, so make sure you find and report any bugs that you can. If you guys have found any bugs for these betas, then of course, let me know in the comment section down below, and I'll make sure to cover them in a future episode. It is like prime time to get these things reported, that way they don't get into the full release. But anyway, that is going to do it for today's episode. I hope that you have enjoyed. Of course, if you have, then make sure to leave a like on the video. It does significantly help out the video and the channel a ton. If you're new here, then consider subscribing so that you don't miss future videos. And otherwise, I'll see you guys down in the comment section and in the next one. And then there was silence.